Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. There's an XRP analyst saying that XRP is, quote, cleared for launch. Obviously, there's been positive price action today for both Bitcoin and XRP. And so in this video, we're going to be talking about price. Basically, what this type of video is that I put out, it's a collection of opinions, of takes from chart analysts, from technical analysts. And what I do is I take the time to research what all of their opinions are and put them together in one spot for you so that you don't have to. Is there indeed wisdom in what the majority thinks? Maybe sometimes in life. So I'll tell you this. I will tell you at the outset. I'm not going to tease it. Even though that's a positive comment from an XRP community member, an XRP chart analyst that cleared for takeoff. I will tell you that most of the chart analysts that I follow seem to think that it's more likely that we're still in a bit of a downward trend. There's some interesting takes on this, though, that I look forward to sharing with you. Before we go any further, though, if you would please delicately tap that like button, and if you like the idea of XRP being cleared for takeoff, go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because if you do, all of your wildest dreams will come true. Vote for Pedro. All right, so we've got a market cap for the asset class of 196 billion. Bitcoin's at 7,580. XRP's at 19.7 cents. Now, I like pulling this up. I'm going to pull up a 24-hour chart for you. Look at this screen here. Unless you're driving. If you are driving, though, you keep your hands on the wheel at 10 and 2, motorist, lest you become crashed into something, an animal perhaps, like a fish. You don't want to do that. Don't become crashed into a fish. Here's the 24-hour chart, though. You can see that XRP started going up, and I love pointing this out. Here's the 24-hour Bitcoin chart, and I'll be damned, started going up at the same time. How about that? Correlation. But more importantly, not just correlation, there's causation to XRP's price movement in many instances, including today. Bitcoin went up, so XRP went up. There you go. It was cool a couple days ago when I was like, hey, there was actual news and just XRP went up by itself, and that actually happened, and I was pretty excited about that. In this case, still coupled. It's not going to stay coupled forever, though, so whatever. Nonetheless, so anyway, it went up. Now, I want to share this piece with you, just parts of it, because we now have the benefit of hindsight. So this article, it was published 15 hours ago before the daily pump, if you will, in price of Bitcoin and XRP and the rest of the market, frankly, by and large. And so the headline was, Bitcoin price, 2 key metrics hint at big dip before next bull market. And so, that's, the fact that Bitcoin and XRP went up now, that's not exactly what they're referencing. They were talking bigger picture, but on December 18th, Bitcoin price thrilled investors by providing a $1,000 move from $6,430 to $7,450, bouncing off the descending channel trend line near $6,400. Multiple analysts from Cointelegraph, contributor Philb to veteran commodities trader Peter Brandt all pointed to a popular logarithmic model that stressed the importance of the $6,400 level. This week's bounce off $6,400 has provided some short-term relief from investors believing that a Bitcoin price catastrophe was avoided. Nevertheless, Bitcoin is not fully out of the woods yet. Yes, indeed, and I'll tell you, this is largely being seen as a relief rally, if you will. And again, that was before that even happened. I'm just saying again today. But since Thursday's 10% gain, the price has settled back below the $7,300 resistance and below the 20-day simple moving average of the Bollinger Bands indicator. Now, of course, there's no way they knew. You never know exactly when this stuff is going to happen, but absolutely Bitcoin pumped. And again, here's the 24-hour chart again for Bitcoin. It just happened. It jumped up, hundreds of dollars, right? So it was a little below 7,200, and it got up to, looks like a little over 7,600, so kind of notable. And that's actually what we were talking about I think it was a video I put out yesterday, talking about that range of 7,400 to 7,600, the significance of it. Some analysts thought it would get there, and stated even if it did, though, and these are the opinions I shared yesterday, we'd still be in a downward trend. So, what were the ranges we're looking for? I'm going to share that in just a second here. First, I want to share an analysis from a writer with You Today named Bogdan Zarutsky. And this is titled, XRP Price Prediction Waiting for a Reversal from 18-Cent Support Level. Despite a decline in the cryptocurrency market, Ripple is still looking like an interesting asset. This year was quite a success for one of the most capitalized coins. That's what they write there. Let me jump down to the pertinent part, which I think was right here. Okay, so the daily level shows by how much the coin is oversold. This suggests that a reversal is favored as growth may soon begin. At the same time, it is worth noting that the 18-cent level, an indication of strong support. So 18 cents strong support. If the coin overcomes it, though, the next support is 14.7 cents. Which, again, look, I am Mr. XRP Poll, and I'm not going to pretend to know exactly what's happening. I'm just reporting on stuff. But I wouldn't. If it happens, it'll be because Bitcoin went down. That would be my guess. I'm just telling you because I see the strong correlation of those two cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin just leads the market today. All right, take a look at this. Now, here's a tweet from XRP community member, XRP chart analyst Sir Gordon Gekko. He writes, "Bitcoin weekly flipped bullish, beautiful." And so here's the chart that he has associated with that. Now, next tweet from him. He writes, "Cleared for launch, XRP," and he's got the little party face emoji right here, and here's the chart that he has right there. And so, presumably, with the price action specifically as it's happened today, he believes that there's an opportunity for more price action to the upside, which, of course, isn't necessarily impossible. And so, and again, I don't know the direction it's going. I just like reading through the stuff and sharing the stuff that I find with others in the XRP community, because, of course, this is an XRP-centric channel, even though we talk a bit about Bitcoin price in these types of videos, too. Take a look at this. Now, here's a tweet from Josh Rager, who is a notable technical analyst in the world of crypto. Here's a tweet that I shared just yesterday, and I want just to add context, I'm going to share it again in this video, but then I want to share with you a tweet from today as a follow-up. But you need to have both to have the whole picture painted for you here. So here's what he wrote yesterday. Bitcoin. Feeling bullish after that $1,000 move, question mark? Zoom out and you'll see price is still very much in a downtrend. Needs to break/hold above $7,950/$8,000, so somewhere in that range he's saying, for any talk of a potential reversal of the downtrend, right? Break previous low and likely head under $6,000, where $5,300 area is a promising place for buyers. So again, that's what he wrote yesterday. Now here's the update today. Because now we know, again, it was... Bitcoin was a little below $7,200, and now we know that it ultimately jumped up to, at one point, a little over $7,600 today. So knowing that, here's what Josh Rager said today. "In my opinion, shorting 7,400s was a crowded trade. Everyone talking about it. I'm looking to short, but higher. Price currently breaking through a monthly open and 0.786 fib of this range. Price could fall here, but I think it pushes higher." So he thinks it pushes higher, but he also plans to short it. And again, you know from yesterday, unless it breaks that $8,000 mark roughly, he still thinks we're in a downtrend here. And he's actually not the only individual. And this is significant too, because again, XRP, I'm sorry guys, and I keep pointing out on a daily basis, you can see it with your own freaking eyeballs. I show the top 10 cryptocurrencies very regular on this channel in terms of price action. They frequently align. They look like interchangeable charts. They really do, the weekly charts that I share with you. But again, he's not the only one that thinks that. Take a look at this tweet now. And this was from Woosen. And it was part of another thread. I don't think I really need to run through this whole thing right here. I really just wanted to share this one comment from this thread because it lined up perfectly from my perspective with the opinion that Josh Rager has shared over the last couple days here. So here's a tweet from Woosen, who tweets quite a bit, frankly, about the price action of XRP. And he wrote this. Now, despite everything we already talked, in my opinion, Bitcoin above the $8,000, it's 100% bullish for the long term. So he happens to share pretty much the same point of view as Josh Rager. And so maybe there's indeed something to it. And they're, they know how to read charts. And again, I'm not going to pretend to be something I'm not. To me, I love researching all the fundamentals as it pertains to cryptos, but I appreciate the sentiments from people that know how to read charts. I really just have no interest in learning it myself. That would just be a time vampire that I just don't want to get involved with. I really don't. But anyway, so that's pretty much all the updates in terms of price for today. We'll see what happens here. But for me, being a fundamentals guy, it's fun to track all this stuff, but I'm just waiting for utility to take over, frankly, because it may take a while. I think that we may have to be more patient than many in the XRP community were initially thinking or hoping for. And look, I'd love to have this all take hold as soon as possible, just as you would. We're all part of the same XRP community here. But I'm just saying, even if it doesn't, because I don't know, even if it doesn't take hold sooner than later, it will ultimately, because humans are going to figure this stuff out. Like they're absolutely going to. When institutional money continues to enter this asset class, recognizing just the opportunity for asymmetrical returns, just returns completely outrageous relative to anything else they're invested in. Just the opportunity of just putting a little baby boo bit of money, even a fraction of a percent. As they do that, I'm telling you, they're going to take a more measured approach compared to the emotional buy and selling of your typical human out there. And they're not going to buy all these small cap crap coins. I did mean to say that, small cap crap coins that, frankly, don't do anything. Some of them are scams, and they should just go away. So that's not what they're going to be putting their money into. I'm telling you, utility is going to change the way in which people invest in crypto given enough time. So to me, it's just happy to play the waiting game. But anyway, that's it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo!